The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Friday, the 3rd day of May 2024. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy. I'm Jamal Hartman, and Teo Dill will be with us in a bit to bring the latest in his news break brought to you by People's Pharmacy. Alrighty. It's Friday, man. You all made it. You all made it to the end of the traditional work week. How's everyone feeling today? Everybody awake, excited? Well, for those of you who don't have to work on the weekend, are you excited for not working, or do you have chores or activities where you're probably working just as much or more? What's your weekend looking like? It is Friday, but I think we deserve a congratulations for making it to a Friday, still employed, healthy, and happy, and at peace. So happy Friday to everyone who's tuned in with us this lovely May 3rd Friday morning. All right. Tanya Cheeseman says, happy Friday, Jamal, TGIF, and same to you, Tanya. And well, folks, greetings, everyone, and thanks for making us part of your daily routine. A good one today. We're going to be welcoming Jamila Lodge from the Bermuda Economic Development Corporation on as we new segment called We Mean Business. So all you aspiring entrepreneurs, new entrepreneurs, or seasoned entrepreneurs, so conversation for you. We're also going to be celebrating 4 years of community conversations on this very show. The Daily Play, as you can see, I don't have a co-host today. So one of you is going to be extremely lucky to join Stacey Brown in this week's draw. We'll probably do, since we're celebrating today, we'll probably do a little something, a hashtag as well. Don't forget to subscribe on our website, thedailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. All right. Well, let's go, folks. Let's go. 4 years ago tomorrow, we launched this show live. On the very first episode, the guest was Dexter Smith. Of course, he didn't appear in studio. He was on the line. And I must say, it was the beginning of something we did not think would last as long as it has. And we started this show simply because it was a pandemic going on, right? There was a pandemic and everyone had opinions. And what we wanted to do is bring everyone together to have community conversations and, brainstorm ways that we can improve our own lives, how we can solve our own problems. And, again, 4 years later, we're probably stronger than ever. We have a lot of support, starting with you. Without the support of the audience, we definitely would not be able to be here. And then our partners, the BAC Group, Medical House, People's Pharmacy, NMAC, the BDC, Noah's Ark, Friesian Book. We've got, don't make me forget, folks. Did I name everyone? Something to I said Medical House, Linda's. Yeah. Don't blame my what's that thing called? Blame my heart. Not my head. Mailboxes. And we appreciate the support and even those who have been with us prior. So happy Friday to you too, Vanessa Ingerman, and Kathy Rogers says happy 4th anniversary TDH. Mark Arthur C. Phillips says good morning TDH. Thank you for all you do. Congratulations, Jamel, says Tanya Cheeseman. Now, here's the question of the morning. As we celebrate 4 years, who are your favorite guests to have appeared on the show? Like, who are some of your favorite guests to have appeared on this show? Let us know in the audience, who are some of your favorite guests to have appeared on the show. I can't answer that publicly because, it'd be a bit unfair of me to say one person over the other, but we all have favorites. But if you ask me right now, I would not be able to tell you because that's just the way my brain works. Is I will probably remember some of the most recent guests. And I mean, we're 75 away from 1,000 episodes. I cannot remember everyone that's been on, not because they were bad guests, simply because some of them were so long ago. But who were some of your favorite guests to appear on the show? Let us know in the audience. Rashida Godwin says, good morning, TDH family, and happy anniversary, TDH. Says, and the TDH team, you all are great, says Tanya Cheeseman. Who are your favorite guests to have appeared on the show? WKD Lama says, Mr. Photogenic. Yeah, he's always a good guest. Tanya Cheeseman says John Swan and Amani Pete's favorite guest. Suzanne Ingham says awesome Friday, Jamel, and awesome Friday to you as well. Rashida Godwin says favorite guest was Mrs. Florence Maxwell. Yes, and she came on recently. Who are your who've been some of your favorite guests on the show, audience? Let us know who of all the people we've had on the show, and we've been lucky, blessed, favorite to have some of the most well-known faces and voices on this show over the last 4 years. People have trusted this platform, from CEOs to politicians to entrepreneurs to the everyday Bermudian. We have allowed this platform to be something that is different, which allows all of you to engage directly with people you would only normally see in the news, right? So we have created a space where you can engage with them live and direct, and hopefully you've gotten something out of it. Kia Vernay BDA, when she asked, who are your favorite guests to have appeared on the show? She says Mark Bean. Hedley and Swan says Mark Bean, David Burt, Ewart Brown. So she likes the politicians. Yeah, Dr. Ewart Brown's been on twice, David Burt twice, Mark Bean, I believe, 4 times. Rosalind Famous says, can't believe it's been 4 years. Remember the first day. Yeah, you were a day one of Rosalind. Thank you for rocking with us, sticking with us. Jackie Eve says, Sir John Swan, but I have a few for different reasons. Keep them coming. Congrats. Thank you, Jackie Eve. Vanessa Ingerman says, happy Friday to you as well, Jamal. I had to cancel the last message and spell your name correctly. She knows me, huh? Congratulations on your anniversary. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Appreciate it. Let us know, audience. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. And while you're answering, who are your favorite guests to have appeared on this show? Who's someone that has not appeared on this show you'd like to see? Let us know. Who's someone who has not appeared on the show that you would like to see? And don't forget to give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Make sure you're sharing the conversations with your friends, your family, your colleagues, to ensure that everyone has access to these community conversations that we have on a regular basis. I just want to say that, again, without the audience, this show doesn't exist. You all have been consistent with your support. There's so many other options. It's hard to watch this show in Bermuda because in Bermuda, good friend Rossi G said it, we people don't have data like other places, right? So it's hard to pick up this show if you are concerned about your data and you're in transit. So we appreciate and understand folks who continue to find ways to tune in live or even go back and watch the various episodes. Your support isn't taken for granted. And we're continuing to try to find ways to engage you in live and also just in moments and times. We've got an incredible team of people, both behind the scenes and out front, who continue to think of ways to engage you even when we're not on air. So appreciate your support, because again, it's your support that keeps us going, makes us want to wake up every day. All right. Who are your favorite guests to have appeared on the Daily Hour? We're celebrating 4 years. It will be 4 years tomorrow, folks. 4 years tomorrow that the Daily Hour has existed. Who are your favorite guests to have appeared on the show? Henley and Swan says, most importantly, Bruce Swan. Yes, Bruce Swan did come on this show in this year? It must have been 2022, 2 years ago. Mark Arthur C. Phillips says, Sir John Swan and Craig Simmons. Yeah. Mr. Simmons has a big following on this show. Suzanne Ingham says Malachi, Mark Bean, Miss Holdip, Mrs. Maxwell, and Sir John. There you go. Tanya Cheeseman says she'd like to see Bermuda Archery, Ross and Trina Roberts on the show. Okay. And Suzanne Ingham says, Miss Hold Up, not Hold Up. Fat fingers. No, we got you, Suzanne. We got you. Who else, folks? Who's someone that has been on this show that you've really enjoyed? Some of the people I've enjoyed is Shawande Butterfield when he's come on to speak about Gumbays, and his mom, Kelsey, I believe Butterfield. Thompson is her name, but Kelsine, when she educated us on the Gumbay uniforms, that was a favorite of mine. Some of the young people, I think her mom's name's Martina Riley, but she was the youngest person to ever appear on the show. Well-spoken young lady. And it was another young lady. She was like 13. I just loved the young entrepreneurs because they were assured. While one of them may have been accompanied by a parent, they were very assured. They were confident. They knew what they were talking about. So I always appreciate them. I have a love for entrepreneurship. So whenever people come on and, you see their passion for what they're doing, and, it's a business that you just know is going to be around for a long time. I love it. Sports wise, I love when the athletes come on. Dame Flora Duffy has been on the show twice. I appreciate her making time and space and trust in this platform. Conno Smith, as Angeline Butler says, Conno Smith, another one who's doing big things beyond Bermuda in sports. He's made time for us. We've got some people in the arts, Darren Herbert has made time for us on more than one occasion. Silala Brock, Lana Young, has been on multiple occasions. Like, these are Bermudians who really don't have to engage with us if they don't want, but they've made time for us. So we appreciate them trusting this platform, coming on and engaging with all of us, giving you all the opportunity to speak, learn from them, ask them questions. Again, these are people normally you would just read about in the news or see on the news, but they've trusted this platform for you all to engage with them directly. And we so appreciate it. Again, who are some of your favorite guests? Who are your favorite guests who have appeared on the Daily Hour? We've got Manuela John says the NMAC reps. Absolutely. Being able to ask questions of experts, people in their field. We may be, feeling a bit woozy. They may give us advice and tell us, come on by and see if we can help you. So always great to have people, especially in spaces like that, medical fields, assisting us. Rosalind Famous says, I appreciate the show for highlighting the resources available in the community. Thank you, Rosalind. That's, what we're here for. We want to ensure that people are able, what I enjoy so much is when, Mayo Ateo did a news break, and people say, man, I did not know that. And I remember Cherie Dill saying to me one time, there are people who watch the Daily Hour who only get their news from the Daily Hour, which I just found odd because, you have the Burn News and the Royal Gazette. But we appreciate it and we don't take it for granted, which is why Maya and Teo, they work so hard to bring you exclusive stories and things that you won't be able to find elsewhere. So I appreciate the work that they put in. And, we're here to discuss news topics. Yesterday we were discussing what's going on with the schools. Like, this is a news talk show. Our focus is to discuss things and work through things and find solutions for things that are impacting all of us. So we appreciate the support. Who would you like to see on the show? We've got Vanessa Ingerman says Dr. Leonard Gibbons to speak about natural healing. Indeed. Let's get that name out there, Shanta. Who are your favorite guests who have appeared on the show? Mark Arthur C. Phillips says, I'm not sure if he has made an appearance. Naki Wells, I think he'd be a great guest on TDH. While Naki needs to probably adopt what Conno Smith and others have, and needs to trust the platform and be open to the platform. That it's really up to him. It's up to him to respond and want to engage with people. Maybe he doesn't want to. I don't know. But that's why I'm grateful to the Connos and the Silalas and the Lana Youngs and the Dame Flora Duffys, who have reached the highest of heights in their sport, who trust this platform. So if Naki wants to come, the door's wide open, but that's on him. It's not to say he hasn't been invited. NTS says Paula Cox, Curtis Dickinson, the Bacardi lady. Oh, don't diss my friend. Nah, I know. Danielle Painter, yes, one of my favorite people. She is Danielle Painter, Flora Duffy, Nalitha Butterfield. Look, you can't go wrong with that list. Definitely having a great appreciation for Nalitha Butterfield. She has a lot of time for this show. To me, not celebrated and appreciated enough, but that would be definitely one of my favorite people. I appreciate Curtis Dickinson. I mean, I'll never forget when Mr. Dickinson came on the show for the first time, and 2 media outlets reached out asking, "How'd you do that?" I'm like, "Do what?" Well, he doesn't respond to anyone. He doesn't want to come up. I was like, "Oh, okay." It's about trust, right? People are going to go where they feel comfortable. So we appreciate him making time, and obviously, the former premier, Miss Paula Cox, always got time for her. As she'll tell you, I gave her a hard time. I give every premier a hard time. Dunkley, Cannoneer, Brown, you name it. But it's not because I just want to give them a hard time. It's because, as a Bermudian, I just want better for the country. And I think that if they heard things from me and others and all of you, we'll get better. All righty. Let's bring in Teodil early for the news break. Don't go anywhere because we've got Jamila Lodge coming up from the BDC. But after she goes off, I'm going to share something very special with you guys because we are 75 episodes away from 1,000. So we celebrate 4 years. We're celebrating 4 years this weekend, but we're 75 episodes away from 1,000. That's huge. That is huge. But Friday Fun Day brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes. Don't forget, you can go on Mailboxes and really get yourself free. And I said free. 2 years free of membership. All right, let's bring Teodil in again. Don't go anywhere. We're going to do a few giveaways today in honor of 4 years, and I'll share a little announcement with you a bit later as well. Stick with us.
Morning, Jay. Morning, fam. Very glad to be spending some time with you this morning. Sadly, though, we got to start with some incredibly sad news. I know you've seen it in the WhatsApp forwards, read it on Burn News already. A shooting took place in Pembroke yesterday afternoon. From BPS Detective Chief Inspector Derek Burns. Incident site in Middletown after the 2 p.m. shooting that left at least 4 people wounded, as recorded by our friends at Burn News.
So far is that several people have been shot. We do know that there was a group of persons who were socializing in the area when someone opened fire. As I said, we know so far that at least 4 people have been shot. We have a team of investigators that are on scene and are conducting house-to-house inquiries, as well as our forensic support unit, who is collecting evidence at the scene.
Now, as of last year, our homicide rate per 100,000 residents was at about 11. Now, to put this in context, that's almost twice the average of murders per capita than you get in the United States. Put another way, you're almost twice as likely to be shot to death in Bermuda than in the U.S., the home of school shootings and a country where there's more than one gun for every one of their 400 million residents, which is horrifying to think about.
Teo, I have a couple of questions. Now, that's a horrifying stat because I remember, living in Florida, people say, "Oh, how could you live there?" I mean, I'd be afraid. And, just people watch the news, and to hear that stat should be a shock to the heart for everyone. But also, I did reach out to the police. I haven't gotten a response. I believe it's 4 or more people is considered a mass shooting in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. This would be considered a mass shooting, what happened yesterday, Teo. And I don't remember a time in my lifetime, I could be wrong, when we've had 4 or more people shot in one incident.
Honestly, I tried to do a little investigation on that, and I couldn't find a specific shooting incident that that many people got injured. However, I feel like at the height of the late 2000s gang conflict, that there was one other time where around at least 4 people were shot. I think this has happened before, but don't quote me. I'm still investigating it.
Okay.
But speaking of that research I was doing last night, I found something else interesting and also heartbreaking. It's a UN Office of Drugs and Crime presentation that identifies that Africa is now the most murderous continent on the planet.
First time this year, we estimate that the number of victims of homicide is highest in Africa. We have always had it more in the Americas, but for the first time, the highest number of victims for 2021 was in Africa. But Latin America, as I'm showing now here, continue to be the region with the highest rate of homicide. So when we compare it to the population, and here you see the bars that represent in terms of numbers by region and in terms of rate. Clearly, there is a slight difference when we put it compared to the population.
Wowzers.
Yeah. So all the slick talk that we've got about how the U.S. is this and the U.S. is that, we need to watch our mouths. Now, I'm not saying that Bermuda is worse than like Detroit or Baltimore or New Orleans or, the major metropolitan areas where the gun violence is on a whole other level. Yeah. But just statistically, you are more likely to be shot here, almost twice as likely to be shot here than you would if you were living in the United States. And that just makes me want to cry.
It's sad, man. It's our unfortunate reality at this point.
It's just true. Yeah. I don't know what it means, but it's true.
Yeah.
Now it's some more inspiring news. Our unemployment rate is lower than it's been in a generation. This is the headline data point coming out of this year's labor force survey, as explained yesterday by Economy and Labor Minister Jason Hayward.
This unemployment rate was recorded at 2.5%. There was an estimated 941 people unemployed as of May 2023. Of that figure, 568 males were unemployed, while 373 females were unemployed. The 16 to 24 age group had the highest unemployment rate of 15%, while the 35 to 44 age group had the lowest unemployment rate of 0.6%.
So that's good news. The last time the employment rate was lower was in 1980 when it was at 2% even. Now, the one demographic group that saw their unemployment rate increase, that is to say less jobs available for them, was the youngest measured cohort. That's kids in their mid-teens through young adults in their mid-20s. Now, this is a detail that Minister Hayward described as a natural consequence of modern economies.
And having unemployment rate for young people around 15% is normal when you look at how they are positioned globally. They typically have the highest unemployment rate in any population worldwide. It means that we have to continuously do more work to support that particular population and ensure that we get those workers back to work.
Now, that is just true. Throughout the developed world, the cohort of people that is typically least employed are the young, for the reasons that are obvious. They tend to be in school. Their experience set is lower, so they have less options available to them, et cetera, et cetera. So he's not lying when he says that, but it does feel a little horrible to have it stated that plainly. Like if you're a teenager, yeah, it makes sense that you don't have a job. It's not particularly politically delicate, but it is just true.
No comment. Continue.
All right. Well, in the interest of efficiency, and so we can get to Ms. Lodge's great presentation as quickly as possible, I can tell you a little bit about the weather. And this weekend's weather is the definition of mid. That is to say, not so great, not so horrible, just mid. It's a mix of sun and cloud and entirely seasonally appropriate air temps and breezes. There isn't any rain forecast specifically for the next little while, making it clear that we are slowly entering the summer.
All righty.
I feel like you wanted to talk about that other thing some more.
No, I I'm trying to do better at this, not argue everything they put out. I think Marquita Lee just says it for me. Those numbers are hard to believe. The first ones you shared.
Yeah, I was surprised as well. Like that doesn't, those numbers do not map onto my lived reality from the folks that I talk to and the circumstances that I'm aware of. But I know that
Oh, I think we lost him, folks. I think we lost him. He was trying to save what's his name? Hayward, and it went out. So since we lost him, I'm just gonna give you the days of the year, and then we'll bring our guest Jamila Lodge in for the day. All right, so it's Sunday, folks. Like not Sunday, like Friday, but Sunday. So Sunday, formerly known as International Sunday, is a unique celebration that honors the sun. This day emphasizes the importance of solar energy and appreciates the sun contributions to life on Earth. It is a day that allows you to grasp the sun's potential and invest in the planet's sustainability. So, how to celebrate Sun Day? Educational workshops and seminars, solar powered events, switch to solar advocacy and community initiatives, personal practices, and artistic expression. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break. After this break, we'll come back with Jamila Lodge from the BEDC. Do not go anywhere. And after that, don't forget, I'm going to share something with you. You want to be around. All right? Don't go anywhere. Stick with us.
All right, here we go.
Let's face it, life can be a little wild, but shopping doesn't have to be. I choose Peoples, so that whether it's a prescription that needs to be filled, a toy for my little terror, or a gift for a new addition to the family, we'll see about that. Everything's available in one convenient location. Some call it Peoples, I call it my one-stop shop in the city. Peoples, we're here for you.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's Next Level. Wake up in the morning with enough coffee to keep you running throughout the entire day. Your pet at home deserves the best. Stock up on dog food to keep your puppy happy. Need a quick tasty lunch at home? Your chicken nuggets will be jumping right out of the freezer. What's a movie night without popcorn? You can never have too much. Lindo's Next Level. Why go anyplace else?
It took 14 days to build your business plan. 6 months to build the courage to leave your day job. 3 weeks to find the perfect location. It took 10 days to outfit your space just right. And 1 day before your first client walked in the door. All totaled, it took you a full year to get your business operational. And this is just the beginning. To the entrepreneurs, the risk takers, the people that shape our economic community, we salute you and are here for you every step of the way. BEDC, providing knowledgeable, progressive, professional, and innovative support to Bermuda businesses.
Noah's Ark, the largest and most trusted pet supply store for almost 30 years. Not only have you watched us grow, but we've grown together, keeping the needs of your pets first, offering advice and giving back to the community. Shop online, choose delivery, or visit us in Devonshire. And with the Egg Show in view, we will continue our yearly support and help you find everything you need for one of Bermuda's most favorite community events. See you soon.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Big Show. I'm Jamal Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House Lindo's, and People's Pharmacy. Do not forget to subscribe on our website, thedailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. I want to just second what Maya says right here. Folks, if you haven't already, just make sure you give us a thumbs up, a like, or a share. We're celebrating 4 years of community conversations. This is all because of you. We continue to do this, and we are grateful to people like Jamila Lodge, who we're about to give a warm TDH welcome for trusting this platform on numerous occasions. And let's get the conversation going. I know people have got places to go. It's Friday. Let's give her a big TDH welcome. Morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. It's so good to be here.
I'm glad. I'm glad. We always love having you here. You know, entrepreneurship's one of my favorite topics. So, um,
As it should be.
and I'm not going to put you on the spot like I usually do, but I'll just say, you know, happy to always have you because I know how hard it is to get you. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
No, I appreciate you inviting me here, and I appreciate the opportunity to support you guys. Congratulations on the 4 years. That means you're doing what you need to do for the community, and it shows.
Thank you, honestly. And without the support of people like yourself, it just probably would not happen. So thank you for what you do. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So you know, you've been on this show a lot, you know, quite a few times. The BDC has been a supporter pretty much since we began. But just remind people of what the BDC's role is.
Sure. So, Bermuda Economic Development Corporation is primarily created to support small business and entrepreneurs. So, if you're interested in starting a business, we suggest you come visit us first, right? And we provide free advice, we provide programs, we provide educational opportunities in addition to financing. So, if you need capital to get your business started, we can also assist you with that. Recently, we've started an incubator program, which is an extension of our educational opportunities. So those that need a little bit more hand-holding, so to speak, can be with us for 12 months, and we'll take you through a process of taking your business from idea to actually fully fledged. And then we also have an accelerator program as well for those businesses that have been in existence for 3 years and longer and want to now decide how they're going to grow and scale their business. So really, we try to have wraparound services at BEDC. Many of you have come to visit us as entrepreneurs and small business owners, and we just want to continue to support. I mean, we've been around since 1980, and the mandate has changed over the years. As people's needs grow, so does our opportunity to serve the community. So we're continuing to do that.
All right. And tell me something. You know, we heard of BDC. You just spoke about, you know, the role and the things you do. Who should seek assistance from the BDC? I think that's a question a lot of people like, should I go to them? Shouldn't I? Remember that question came up around the end of 2020 and early 2021 with people struggling with the pandemic as well.
So I'll ask you a question, Jamal. So if you have a business idea, you have something new, even a new component of your business, how would you get feedback on that? How would you say, well, where do I start? Where would you go?
Well, I think you would find out where the resources are and head to that place, right?
Bing. Us. Yeah. So, I mean, anyone can come, right? The advice is free. To me, I'm like, why wouldn't you come? Even if you go and you're like, they're crazy. I'm not, you know, you haven't lost anything, but what if you gain something? So for me, really, I would encourage anyone who has an idea, who's unsure. Like we have some people repatriating to Bermuda. They don't really know what the landscape is anymore. They're like, what's required to start a business in Bermuda? Well, you can come to us, and we have designated officers that will sit with you for 30 minutes, for an hour. You can come back as frequently as you want and just kind of talk through what it is that you're thinking about doing. Like I mentioned earlier, we have different layers of support. So maybe you just want advice. Maybe you just want somebody to give you some feedback on your idea to let you know whether or not you should consider some things, right, that you may not have experienced wherever you're coming from. Or maybe you need the full wraparound. So I want to start this business. I'm going to need financing. I'm going to also need some educational courses to help me along the way. And that is what we're here for. So I really would encourage anyone to visit us. Yeah.
No, I agree. And, you know, every time I remember last month or in February, we're moving along. Yeah,
I know.
April. But at February, there were a couple of businesses in the newspaper that, you know, ran into hard times. And I just, you know, wondered if people feel like the BDC is just for new businesses. So thank you for explaining, you know, anyone can come. There's resources there. But what exactly, I know you named, you touched on a lot of stuff, but just can you break down some of the tools that exist to assist entrepreneurs who are some starting versus some who are actually already exist, who are growing their businesses?
Sure. So I do want to go back to something you said about when businesses come to us. We do have businesses that are in distress that come to us, but and usually when they're in distress, it's because they owe money, right? Um, Yes, come. And we actually have a debt service microloan product to help you try and consolidate your debt. Well, what it means when you come when you're in severe distress is we're not left with a lot of options, right? Typically, if your business is in distress, you're not necessarily wanting to get more debt. Like that's not always the solution. So what I would say in that regard is that for those businesses who are doing okay, but could be doing better, or want to look at a way to maybe better themselves, or if they're experiencing a bit of a hardship, I would encourage them to come to us early, right? To give us a little bit more opportunities to support them, because it may be putting you in touch with an investor, it may be connecting you with someone who might be able to partner with you to help your situation and invest in your business. So I would encourage people not to wait till the last minute. Like people will come and be like, next week, I got to pay all these bills and I need you to give me a loan. And we're like, well, hey, we still have to do our due diligence, because what people need to understand is we're using your money. We're using the people's money, right? So the money that we lend out is based on a government grant that we receive annually. And so we want to be great stewards of that, of those funds. So we want to invest it in businesses that actually have a fighting chance. We want to see the entrepreneurship community continue to flourish, but of course we still have to make good business decisions because we are stewards of the people's money. Now I completely forgot the question you asked me. That's what I get. See.
No problem. Just some of the tools that exist for new entrepreneurs.
Okay. Yes. See. Yeah. I'm getting old, Jamel. All right. So, so tools. So first of all, I would say go to the website. Our website is so robust. It has so much information on it. BEDC.BM is a resource in itself. So you find out about us. You find out about the courses that we have on offer. We actually have an upcoming course next week, Thursday, on commercial kitchens. So you may have seen in the papers or seen our advertisements for commercial kitchens. So essentially, people were coming to us, bakers, home bakers, saying, I need a space because I want to expand my business. I need a commercial kitchen. And we put a program in place to identify commercial kitchens that are already licensed and then rent them out to the community. And so we have a new kitchen coming online. And so we really want to share with people what that opportunity is. So it's a lunch and learn next week, Thursday. I would encourage people to log on to our website to register just to find out, because you don't have to cook your food in your house, especially if you're trying to expand and build a business. You can find out what options exist with that program. So that's another one. That will be our workshops, our lunch and learns, our seminars. And then we have, like I said to you before, our incubator program. And this program we started back in 2018, I think. And it was because people were like, okay, yeah, I went to that seminar, I went to that workshop, but I still need help. So what's next? And so we really tried to listen to what people were saying and said, okay, how can we continue to provide more of a handheld type of support to give people the time that they need to kind of work through some of the stuff that they're learning in these workshops. And so that we birthed the Enterprise Bermuda Incubator Program, and it's a 12-month program, and applications open annually, and they literally start with us at idea phase, and then they matriculate through the program. And at the end, we're hopeful that if it was an idea, it's a full-fledged business at the end. And maybe you were already in existence for a year, but you weren't sure like which way you should go. Hopefully by the end of you would have figured that out. And likewise, we have something for our 3-year entrepreneurs. Right. Like you would fall in that category, right? If you were like, what can I do next in Bermuda to expand? What other offering can I provide? Then you would enter Enterprise Bermuda Accelerator. And that program will kind of take you through what it looks like to build a strategic plan for your business for the next 3 to 5 years. Financial tools. We try to partner with people. We do a annual event, Global Entrepreneurship Week, which I'm sure you're familiar with. We have pitch competitions. So there are all these fun ways for us to try and inject money, resource, educational opportunities into the community so that we are achieving our mission, which is to build a well-rounded entrepreneurial ecosystem in Bermuda.
And I want to ask the audience, let us know by a show of yes or no. Are you an entrepreneur? Yes or no? I just want to figure out while this conversation is going on, any entrepreneurs out there, yes or no, just yes or no. And I'll get to the questions. Let's go to some questions. We have a few questions from the audience.
Okay.
If you have any, we'll do our best to get through them. But Michael Daniels is asking, does BDC keep track of your clients over time with a view to assist with long-term advancement?
So we do, kind of, Michael. We want to do a better job at that. So we have different categories, right? So when I said you can come to us and you just get advice. So you come, you're like, tell me what I need to start a business. Thanks. See you later. And we don't hear from you again. So we don't know where you went. We don't know if you started a business or not. Those clients that actually take advantage of our products and services, so join our incubator program or get a microloan or loan guarantee from us, we have a little bit more ability to track where they are because we're touching base or meeting on a quarterly basis with them. If they have a financial product, they're with us for 12 months if they're in our programs. So we would love to be able to track everyone that comes to us, but it's still a volunteer basis. So you know how in some countries where if you want to start a business, you have to go to this place, you get a business ID number, registration number, and every business that's been started legitimately is listed there. It's not the same for Bermuda. So there's no requirement for sole proprietors, which most of us are. That's one owner, to register for anything outside of your payroll tax and social insurance and all of that. And so payroll tax doesn't share that information with anyone. So you don't really know who or how many businesses are there. And so when people come to BDC, it's only on a volunteer basis. So even though we're required by law to keep a register of businesses, you don't have to register to start. So we would love to be able to say, there's X number of small businesses in Bermuda, right? Small and medium-sized businesses in Bermuda. This is data that could help you determine, should I be entering this industry? Should I be entering this market? But currently, there's no legal requirement for you to register with us.
Right.
So we can only,
Got a couple of questions. I know you got to run.
Sure.
A couple more. Rosalind Famous asking, is there a program in the BDC that connects local entrepreneurs with Bermudian entrepreneurs living abroad?
No, there isn't, Rosalind. That's a good idea. We don't have anything like that per se. What we do have is in our incubator program, we do try to create opportunities for local entrepreneurs to get an overseas experience and meet other international entrepreneurs. But we don't have anything to connect our entrepreneurs that are overseas with local entrepreneurs. So, hey, if that's something you guys want, then that's something we would be willing to consider trying to figure out how to set up.
Alrighty, Kia Renee BDA is asking, what type of business do you find are increasing in Bermuda, and how easy or hard is it to have a sustainable home business?
So the businesses that we continue to see, of course, retail. We see a lot of businesses in the restaurant industry. And I think that makes sense, right? Because I feel like a lot of the businesses that are started in Bermuda are what we call lifestyle businesses. So they're businesses to support our daily lifestyle. What do we need? What do I need? Or people are like, I can't find what I'm looking for, so I'm going to start it, right? We're problem solvers. Entrepreneurs are problem solvers. So I do say we will continue to see retail business all the time. Where we would love to see businesses go is to think about what it is they can start that will give them the opportunity to expand their service offering outside of Bermuda, right? We want to encourage people to think bigger, to think broader, to think outside of the Bermuda lines. And to your second question, how difficult is it to start a home-based business? Honestly, I think most businesses start at home, even if it's retail, right? You bring stuff in, be like, let me see if they want to buy this t-shirt. Okay, they bought the t-shirt. Maybe I should keep selling it. And then you could progress to selling it at pop-ups, at vendor markets. And next thing you know, you got a full-on brick and mortar store, which is great. Or you are selling online. So I think it's not difficult to start. what I would say is a lot of home-based businesses don't do is they don't realize what's required to be technically identified as a business, right? So you must remember you have to still sign up for your taxes, right? Payroll taxes, social insurance, health insurance are requirements. These are legal requirements. And I think at some point you start out and you're like hustling. I'm just doing this little side thing. It's not really full time. I don't know if people are going to like it. And then it turns into this thing that people actually like, and you want to continue on a full-time basis. So making the leap from one-offs on occasion to the full-time is, I think, where people kind of get mixed up and not sure what they need to do. And that's when we would invite you to come to BEDC and talk with one of them.
Well, we did ask how many people in the audience are entrepreneurs, and we got quite a few yeses. Shaz Wolf and Michael Daniels, Rosalind Famous, Marina Yellowbridge. No, only one no. So I guess the other question is, if you haven't, check out the BEDC, see how they can be of assistance, how you can collaborate, and move your businesses forward. Before you go, one last question. Just explain all of what you said. Makes sense to most of us, but why is the BEDC, after all that, such a necessary organization that entrepreneurs should consider connecting with?
I personally think that it can be difficult to start and run a business. You know this, Jamel. I mean, you started this business, you're 4 years in, things change all the time. And I'm sure there are some things that you went through that you wish somebody could have told you, don't do that. It's not going to work, right? Or some things that you've learned that you wish to be able to share with someone. And so I really feel like BEDC is the community's opportunity to kind of have the conversations about what's required to start a business and get started before maybe making some of those mistakes. But also it's a community. So even though we may not have that, local connection with Bermudians overseas or international connection with Bermudians overseas, it's still a community of entrepreneurs that we want to build here. There are thousands of businesses and entrepreneurs that have gone through our program. And we really want to encourage that community because we know that it's important. We know that it can be a lonely road. We know that sometimes things can be overwhelming and you don't know where to go, who to turn to, how to do it. And sometimes you just need to offload on somebody, which is fine. You could do that for free at BEDC, or sometimes you actually need tangible assistance. And I think that BEDC offers both of those. You can get the listening ear as well as tangible assistance and resources to support you. I do want to give a shout out to our summer student entrepreneurship program. And this speaks to what I mean. Like, we do see the next future entrepreneurs being our young people. We do want to create and fill those gaps. Teo said this young population is not employed. Well, create your own job. Why not? And so that's exactly what we try to do. Create those opportunities. You don't have to work for anyone if you don't have to. You can build your own business, and BEDC can support you in that endeavor.
You can't find a job, create a job.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you. Always appreciate BEDC and your contribution, not just to this show, but the entire community. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you, Jamel. Thank you, listeners. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Jamila Lodge from the Bermuda Economic Development Corporation. Folks, if you appreciated that conversation, give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Make sure you share these conversations with your friends, your family, your colleagues. Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more show to go. I'm going to share something with you. 4 years in for the Daily Hour. The business is 6 years this year, but the Daily Hour, 4 years in, we've got 75 episodes to go to 1,000. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to tell you a little something between us, unless you do us a favor and share it once we come back. Give us a minute, 30 seconds.
All right, here we go.
Considering the increasing challenges faced by financial institutions exasperated by market volatility, the need for insurance protection is a critical component of the risk management framework. At FriesenBrook, our priority is to safeguard your assets with the most optimal and cost-effective risk management cover. Therefore, we deliver a full suite of competitive insurance products to protect your business. Call us on 296-3600 to learn more about our broking services.
Take a look at our workwear for construction workers and tradesmen. Durable, stretchable in all the right places, and plenty of options for tools and accessories. Paired with our wide range of tough and comfortable footwear, you can't go wrong. As you can see, Medical House really is a one-stop shop for everybody. We can't wait to see you.
See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
All right, welcome back to the Big Show. Thanks again to Jamila Lodge from the Bermuda Economic Development Corporation for joining us this morning. Thanks again to the BAC group of companies, Medical House, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we can do this show with you on a daily basis. Again, celebrating 4 years of community conversations. We definitely appreciate every last one of you and your contributions. We asked earlier, who have been some of your favorite guests and who would you like to see? And Rosalind Famous said the team from Ocean Rock Wellness. Hadleen Swan said, I would love to see Dale Butler as a guest. We've got, you all kept them coming. Thank you, Nicole Grant, who says, happy anniversary, TDH. And just going to echo what Maya Palacio said earlier. Can we get all the YouTube watchers to tap on the thumbs up and like or share for celebrating 4 years? Yes, give it to us. Janet Maynard says, good morning all. Happy anniversary, TDH. And Myrna E. Otterbridge says, congratulations, 4 years. We appreciate it. Thank you. Congratulations, says Shaz Wolf. Thank you. But so we are 4 years in. Again, without you, we would not be here. I mean, we'd just be talking to ourselves, and that's no fun. I mean, depending on who you are. But we're also 75 episodes away from 1,000, and I can promise you that for that 1,000th episode, we will do a live 2-hour show, live in person. So you will get the chance to be with us in person. So stay tuned over the next couple of months so that you can get details as to where that will take place and how you can attend and be in attendance. So that's our gift to you. We know so many people have asked for us to do, live in person, and it just takes so much, the resources to make that happen. But we have been in talks for quite a while to make that happen. We've got some pretty intelligent people in the background, led by Maya and Shanta and Keith. And so we're working on getting a special 1,000th episode for all of you. So hopefully that puts a smile on many faces, since that is something that many of you have written to us and asked about. Yeah, and we're going to do a couple of giveaways this morning, and hashtag giveaway. But before we do that, we have a daily play for you, right? Yeah, it's daily play. It's things you should know. Things you should know. So let's see. I know this. It's an Olympic year. All right. So you should know this. Audience, the first one to type the correct answer that I see on my screen will be the winner. All right. How many Olympic rings are there? Yeah, NTS, you showed up on my screen first. NTS showed up first, folks, and then it was Rosalind Famous. That everyone got it right. Mark Arthur C. Phillips got it right. Anika Shields got it right. Michelle Cecile Doors got it right. Jackie Eve got it. Yeah, I want to give it to you all, but NTS, you'll join Stacey Ann Brown. Sharon Wolf Smith says, congratulations. I remember the radio days. Yeah. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. So look, we're going to add someone else. So you know what to do. Hashtag the Daily Hour. Hashtag the Daily Hour. That's the hashtag today. Just put a hashtag the Daily Hour. So Hashtag, then the THE Daily DAILY Hour HOUR. Gee, almost had me right there. All together. Hashtag the Daily Hour for your chance to enter the draw. So we've got Stacey Ann Brown and NTS. Let me get my piece of paper, folks. This is live. I've got my pen right here. You got my piece of paper. Bear with me. I got my piece of paper to put in that famous red cup, right? So we've got NTS. What is that, like a nickname or initials? What's your name? I mean, you know mine. I'm Jamel. Stacy. And then we're going to see who's going to be joining Stacy. We're going to allow 3 people in the hashtag to join. So we're going to do 3 spins of the hashtag to give at least 5 people total an opportunity to win this week. All right. So hashtag the Daily Hour. As we celebrate 4 years of community conversations. And keep it coming. Let us know who were some of your favorite guests. Let us know. We've had so many people. Dr. Karika Weldon. We've had, it's so many. I just, Denton Williams in his role as chief at the BAC Group and the regulatory authority. We've had a lot. Frank Emerald when he was the chief at One Communications. Zach Moniz at Lindo's. Wow, we've had quite a lot of people that I am proud of to say that this show has been home to some of Bermuda's most intelligent community conversations. Michelle Cecile Dawes says, congratulations to TDH. 4 years is an amazing achievement. Looking forward to many more years in the future, indeed. Rosalind says, give us a heads up for those who may need to fly home to attend. Yes, I did mention that for the 1000th episode, we will be doing a live in-person special so that people can attend in person. We'll do our best to give you dates on that, Rosalind. We will do our best to ensure that you have the date to that 1000th episode. All right, let's see who the winners are going to be of the hashtag. Let me bring that up. Give me a chance, my friends. Give me a chance, my friends. All right, keep them coming, folks. Hashtag the Daily Hour. Hashtag the Daily Hour. So sorry to those on Instagram. You don't have the access or opportunity to do it. But if you're on YouTube, X, Facebook, even our website, if you're on our website, you can do it. So unfortunately, you would have to be on there. Thank you, Karen Simmons. She says, happy anniversary, the Daily Hour. Sharon Wolf Smith says, definitely location. We will announce the location. We'll announce a lot of details. I will say anyone who's looking for more information, just make sure you're subscribed to our website, thedailyhour.com. Make sure we have your information. That's where we'll be sharing a lot of stuff as we lead up to the 1000th episode. We are 75 away, so we've got 75 more community conversations to 1000, and hopefully you all are a part of those. All right, let's see what we've got. Only 14 people have been registered so far, so we're going to spin it. We're going to spin it and see who is going to join NTS and Stacy in this week's draw. Here we go. I can never get that timing right, huh? Shaz Wolf, congratulations to you. You are entering the draw for this week's prize, Shaz. All right, that's 3. All right, we're going to spin it again, folks. We're going to spin it again. See who's going to join. All right. Keep hashtagging. She didn't see your name. Stacey, well, we'll answer Stacey twice, but we'll run it 2 more times. As well. Stacy gets 2 entries because, again, we didn't say that she can't be entered twice, right? All right, let's hit it again. Keep hashtagging. If your name's not there, it might be. Let's see who's going to join Stacy and NTS and Shaz. Let's see who's it going to be. Keep hashtagging. Let's get your name up. Let's get your weight up. Suzanne, are you right, Suzanne? And we'll give one more person a chance. Let's hit it again. Let's see what we got. All right, let's go. I'm starting to like this, you all. This is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, Karen Simmons, congratulations to you. All right, now, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to tear this up. Well, not tear it up, but you get my point. I'm going to put this in my little red cup, you know, the famous little red cup. And I know some of you are like, well, why don't you use the Daily Hour mug? Well, I don't use the Daily Hour mug because I forgot to get it out this morning. So we're going to put that in there. Oh, empty cup. So I got to put, that's NTS. That's Stacy right there. Like Bermuda's own Price is Right, huh? She said, Rosalind says, like Bermuda's own Price is Right. Well, we do have an announcement. We can say it on this show right now. This is the most random announcement I'm making, but we will be launching Bermuda Trivia, the game show. So you want to tune into that, your chance. And if you would like to be a contestant in Bermuda Trivia, the game show, please, we will be starting to shoot that in June. We'll be shooting Bermuda Trivia, the game show that begins in June. If you'd like to be a contestant, you need to email. Let me just get the email for you. I think it is contact@bermudatrivia.com. So if you want to be a contestant on Bermuda Trivia, the game show, then you want to do that. All right, let's shake this up. Let's see who's going to be the lucky winner. Oh, maybe we should do a drum roll. All right, shaking it up. Who's going to be the lucky winner? Let's see. Who's it going to be? Why did I crunch it up that much? I can't see it. Shaz Wolf. Congratulations. Give her a big shout out, Shaz. I do this like you all can see, and I know you can never see. Shaz, so do us a favor, Shaz. What you have to do, send us an email to engage@thedailyhour.com, or just go on the website, contact us section. Let us know you're here to collect your winnings, and someone will respond to you to collect your prize. Everyone give her a congratulations. Again, that is another announcement. We will be launching Bermuda Trivia, the game show. If you'd like to be a contestant on that, you have to be based in Bermuda because it will be shot in person. If you want to be a contestant, just send an email to contact@bermudatrivia.com. So that's let me just make sure. I'm so sorry. I'm giving you the right email address, folks. Yes, it's contact@bermudatrivia.com if you'd like to be a contestant on the game show. All right. Well, folks, I've got to give you some daily inspiration and let you go, right? I can't keep you here all day. So let's see. Daily inspiration for the day. Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. Joseph Addison. Reading to the mind is what exercise is to the body. You know, I always say, you know, if I saw a quote many years ago that if you want to hide stuff from some folks, just put it in a book. From that point on, I started reading more. I'm dead serious. I don't read as much as most, but I do my best to read enough to understand what's going on in spaces that I want to know. Folks, do us a favor. Please do us a favor. Give us a like, a thumbs up, a love. Share the conversation with your friends, your family, your colleagues. Make sure that you're not keeping this information to yourself. All right? This is the only way we're going to grow our community. Again, Shaz, if you want to collect your winnings, just go on the website in the contact us section, put your information in and contact us, or you can email engage@thedailyhour.com and you will be able to retrieve your winnings. Thanks again to you all. Don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you tomorrow. Well, sorry, on Monday. I'm Jamal Hartman. Please do make it a safe and a great weekend. We are out. Peace.